VTUK. Welcome to Politics Free Vape Talk UK.
Religious free as well.
Politics free?
Politics
really?
free, yeah.
All right, okay. See you later.
Socioeconomics free.
I
don't do politics
Matt,
anyway.
How you doing?
Can we do algebra at least?
No.
Algebra? Bit of simultaneous equations, quadratic equations,
Tell you what,
Pythagoras theorem.
let's do a session on subnetting. Okay? So the equation is 2n minus 2, okay?
How about no?
So based on every IP address in the world, they can be calculated into subnets using the equation 2n minus 2. If anyone would like to sign up to any one of my Cisco courses, please feel free.
Patreon only $5.
No. What are you talking about? What?
Catching up on chat. How are we all?
Yeah, good. Hot. Got the meat sweats. I ate too many burgers.
It is a bit. I'm surprised. only a few little patches, considering it's like 480 degrees in here.
Hoodie on.
You changed your shirt for like.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Chandler?
Well, it's freezing. What are you on about? It's grim up north, tell you. Bloody freezing.
What?
Well, I've had a shite day. The car died again.
What,
Oh dear.
The Ranger.
Oh no, that's permanently dead.
That's permanently dead.
Fucking thing.
Which one's died now?
The new automatic one that I bought not so long ago. But
Oh dear.
But ironically, it was on the way to pick Darcy up from school.
Yeah.
It died. Went to my father-in-law's. He looked at it and went, "Oh yeah, it's that." 15 minutes, 20 minutes before the show started, he drove down the street with it. It says, "Went to Parker's, picked the parts up, fixed it." There you go.
What was wrong with it?
What?
Basically, now don't quote me on this because I'm not a technical person when it comes to. Do I look very red?
No, not really.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, no, not at all.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
The pulley that's on the side of the engine that feeds the auxiliary belt or something had basically gone, "Fuck you."
I'm leaving.
Yeah. So basically, there was just metal rubbing on metal and all this shit. Yeah. So he basically got a new pulley, new belt. Within an hour and a half, 2 hours, it was back here.
Awesome. Well, that was nicely done.
Well done, Terry. Thank you very much.
What you're vaping on? That's what I want to know.
I'll start because mine's short and sweet. Usual box. Dicodes Mini. I've been on the Dwarf 16 since the weekend.
I can't see anything. What? Sorry.
He's fucking lost it, hasn't he?
He has.
Sure, bring it up again. It's tiny. It looks tiny on the Mini. I mean, what the hell?
Sorry, I just saw the word tight on screen and I thought they were referring to Cass, but it wasn't. It was at me. Tight atties. Checkies in one. They've got the Spicer. Spicer.
Thanks for following PC Coils.
Proper MTL. Now, I'm not buying anything.
No.
You're not buying anything?
No.
None of us are.
No. We'll come to that.
Spent all my vape budget. That's gone.
and the motorbike budget. And
my bike MOT. That's gone. So I'll be getting that done in October time, I reckon. By the time it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we said we got some
Yeah.
exciting news on the blurb for those of you that actually look at the Facebook group. Some exciting news, but we'll
talk about that in a minute.
We'll talk about that in a bit.
To Ilse's better half, Peter. Guten Abend, as they say in Netherlands or in Belgium.
Buongiorno.
More like
isn't that Deutsch?
Buongiorno, that's like German. So, but no, not Italian, of course.
Ciao.
Martin,
Ahoy.
Martin,
Don't
whilst you
give in.
continue to dig yourself lingually deeper and deeper, why don't you tell us what you're vaping on?
I'm not finished.
tonight
Don't you
I'm,
cheeky cunt. I'm not finished.
Oh, sorry.
And I'm also vaping on Green with Envy, Blackcurrant, and Absinthe from Chef's Vapor.
Beautiful.
Then nice.
Okay, now you may speak.
No.
Go on, in mine.
Well, tonight I've got my Seduce with my Monarchy Lazy King with probably the stupidest buy I've ever made, which is this white airflow ring. Because
Nice.
already Monarchy being insanely expensive, they also only sell things in sets and they ship with. Yeah. I admitted openly to Mark yesterday that it was the stupidest purchase I've done in maybe ever for vaping.
What? A beauty ring and a drip tip.
Explain why it's the most stupidest purchase you've ever made.
No, just the ring, the airflow ring. There was a SS1, and it's not even engraved with the Monarchy logo. The set with 3 in black and in white, and the Ultim costs €70. But I needed the white one because they didn't have it on the list when I got the acid. So, yeah. Moving on.
So you bought 3 because you wanted 1.
Yeah, it's the same with the drip tip. There was 4 in that set. They were only 60 for 4. So.
How much was the shipping on that also, Martin?
25. But it was here fast. It was here fast. Delays fast, and I would much prefer to pay for something that's here fast than to wait like 3 weeks for.
I'm just gonna go vomit with my keyboard,
or something like that, or even worse, Parcel Force. Well, in that I've got
Parcel Force.
Horny Grape, my all-time favorite juice, actually, almost. And then I am on my Zombie Killer with some smacks, good vibes, and the Venom on top. Cap courtesy of Mr. DePayne. Thank you, David. I'm loving it.
The pain.
And last but not least, my RTA virginity has been broken, and the Imperia is working a treat on top of the Datu from DPM.
What's the saying? Once you pop, you just can't stop, Martin?
Well, as long as it's got the crackle and pop from those PC coils, nano aliens in there, then I'll do anything. And in there, I'm just trying out for the first time the Miyako Raspberry, actually.
Do you like it?
So far, yes, but I actually find that the raspberry and the apricot, because they're like single flavored, they work best in RDAs, whereas the forest fruit works very well in the tank because it's more like a mixed fruit. And
yeah,
but it's so far still very good. That's me today.
Shall I go next?
Go on then. What you got?
So I've got my Rock Mods Brian Dorr Stabwood, which is a chonk considering it's only 60 watts. But it's bloody lovely to use. And on top of that, I have got my K-Fun. Inside that K-Fun, I've just thrown the bottle in the bin though. I have got Bohemian Custody from Tea Juice, which is like a fruity custard, and it's fucking lovely. Although it does tend to, I've re-wicked this 3 times in 3 days because it just murders coils.
That does look very dark.
It's a dark juice anyway, but yeah, it's absolutely murdering the wicks. In my .io with the dot shell in it, which has some beautiful Pilgrim's Vapes coils in it, or a coil in it. Running at 0.7. And
where can you get those Pilgrim Vapes coils? I don't know.
Well, if you go to UK
Did
e-cig
Google?
store, or Stealth Vape have them, in fact. So, no, I'm just kidding. Anyway, and inside that, I've dug out an oldie from the box of archival juice. I've got Nova Vape's Tea Time Treat, which is like a custard cream. That's bloody lovely. And considering it was pre-nicked about a year and a half ago, it's had some right old steeping time.
You keep dipping into Welsh. Do you know when you go bloody lovely?
Bloody lovely.
Man.
I mean, I have Welsh blood in me, so that's possibly why.
What do you?
Oh, I know. So yeah, Tea Time Treat. Yeah, and because it's a biscuit. I mean, it was fairly flavorless when I got it, which is why there was only like 5 mil vaped out of it. But yeah, now it's been vaping for, I don't know, not vaping, steeping for about a year and a half. Tastes really fucking nice.
It's bloody lovely.
It's bloody lovely.
I need to do a new overlay. I need to make a note of bloody lovely.
Lovely.
Absolutely. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's the thing, and Chandler, what you vaping on? And then we'll do some news.
I've got the Danny Bucks with the Nautilus GT on top, and I've sneakily put the drip tip from the Brunhilde on the top because I think it looks awesome, and I like.
Do you have it with the 2 milliliter glass, or did you get the 3 milliliter glass?
It's got because the glass that comes with it is ridiculously thick, so I got the 3 mil glass.
Yeah.
And some, is it going to focus? No, shaky apple menthol in there, just because.
You just fancied a bit of concentrate.
Yeah, just concentrate. Yeah, the bottles just happen to have the empty bottle that I used to nick it all up with. So, and the actual juice is in a shaky apple but it's the wrong shaky apple. So yeah, what can you do? I've gone high end with the Noisy Cricket, and
Is that a Cleto?
No, it's not a Cleto.
It looked like a Cleto with a bubble glass on it for a second there.
No, it's not a Cleto. It's a Serpent SMM.
Oh.
Colin Albin's put a post up with his Serpent on, and I went, yeah, why not? And dug it out, put a coil in, bumped the coil up to about 0.37, and yeah, it's lovely. There you go.
0.37.
I know. I'm getting low. I'll tell you.
You're gonna start melting batteries at that level.
Next week.
Look, I'll be honest with you. When I took it out, there was a coil in it. It was at 0.32.
Oh shit!
That was just a bit too. I had to put another one in with an extra wrap.
I'm calling it next week. You're here with like a stack tube mod and 0.008.
Hey, I haven't. Have I left it in the other? Oh no.
Oh no, he's got a stack tube mod.
No. That one. I put 2 coils in it, and it came to 0.15.
That's a man's vaping resistance.
To be fair, I've got a purge sat at 008.
008.
Yeah, legit.
It's a feisty fucker.
You should really get 2 coils at 0.14, then you can make it 007.
Yeah. That'd be good. We need a James Bond vape. And just in case I get bored of those other 2, I've got that sitting on my desk that's filled with that. Have you seen the colour of this? Look at that.
What is it?
Toasted. Are you all right? Are you having a mare there, back there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Is that everybody vaped?
Yeah. I'm gonna do some news. I got some pretty sad news this week, potentially.
Oh no!
But it's quite important. It's quite important.
Is Boris Johnson not Prime Minister anymore? That'd be sad.
No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Right. So,
okay.
Australia will shut down imports of nicotine for vaping. This is the biggest news this week. So the Australian Health Minister, Greg Hunt, has announced new policies that will make it nearly impossible for vapers to import nicotine and will impose draconian penalties on those who get caught trying. The changes were announced whilst the country's parliament is on recess until August and will take effect on July 1st, just 11 days away. 10 days away.
So they've amended existing legislation, just slide it in.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Australia's position on vaping has always been a bit of an outlier among the Western democracies. The country has banned all recreational nicotine products except cigarettes and refuses to recognise the value of consumer nicotine products like e-cigarettes for harm reduction. Just last week, the Therapeutic Goods Administration, the TGA, announced it would not change the policy to allow sales of heated tobacco products. There existed, however, a loophole that allowed vapers able to obtain a nicotine prescription from a doctor to import small quantities for personal use. Additionally, many vapers buy nicotine without a prescription from online retailers in China and other countries. Restrictions on nicotine imports have not been strictly enforced, but that's about to change. So the new policies will include cooperation between the Department of Health and the Australian Border Force to enforce the import ban. And I've just got this image in my mind of going on like border patrol and then open it. You've got people's like, oh, you've got a dried pheasant and you've got like herbs here, nicotine, put him in chains. Like, you know what I mean? It's gonna be like that.
It's gonna let you off with a warning, but you've got a bottle of nicotine.
Yeah.
3 milligrams. It's a fine. I read that the fine was gonna be up to 220,000.
So Hunt has also added brutal penalties for those caught violating the new rules, including fines of up to 222,000 Australian dollars, which is about $150,000 in US. And vapers who have already ordered and paid for nicotine being shipped to the country are not going to be exempt from those seizures and penalties. According to the TGA, any nicotine arriving on or after July 1st can be seized. That would even include orders that have been placed before the announcement of the new policy. Products not subject to the new rules include cigarettes and nicotine replacement therapy products, which can be purchased without a prescription in Australia. And that is it is correct that medical cessation products require no prescription, but recreational consumer products do, except the most dangerous one, which is freely available in every corner store across the country. However, in theory, nicotine will still be legal for those vapers who have a doctor's prescription. However, since nicotine can no longer be imported, it will have to be bought from a pharmacy. And in the classic catch-22 situations, pharmacies aren't allowed by state law to carry nicotine. So you can get it from a pharmacy with a prescription, but you can't get it from a pharmacy because they can't store nicotine. It's basically the death knell of the Australian vape market.
I've heard from some Australians already that even some American juice, it says, may contain nicotine, even though it is 0 milligram.
Yeah.
Will also be seized because it says may contain nicotine.
Yeah. And apparently, Dennis is saying Big Pharma and Big Tobacco got a large hand. Yeah, Greg Hunt is as corrupt as they come.
I think that's spelled with a C and not Greg. Yes.
Excellent.
Oh, sorry.
No, it was Diddy who pointed that out.
Okay. Loophole through New Zealand for now. I think it's anywhere.
No, the loophole was until now mainly through New Zealand, but that's also being
anything from outside the country.
You see, we've had what's his name from America on Australia on
Paul
Blamire a few times. And one of the things that always confused me is nicotine's always been a Schedule 7 drug, poison, call it what you will, that puts it in the same category as heroin.
Nice.
It's just bonkers. It's madness. It's political bullshit, in my opinion.
It's not bullshit. It's just money.
Yeah, and like I say, Greg, their health minister, is possibly the worst for that job.
I think we ought to have his name changed by Deepole to Mike.
Yeah. We've got our own ex-health minister here who we could change to Mike.
Dear cunt as well.
Yeah, he's a proper cunt. proper cunt. And that was pretty much the only bit of news. I know it was a little bit longer, but that's why I haven't got any other bits. Everything else was just shit we already know. Pretty much. There was a thing that I saw today about, although Martin's mentioned it, and I'm going to go into it in more detail next week. But our good friend Dr. Farsalinos, probably the only ally doctor that we have, is doing massive research into the use of nicotine to fight COVID. But I'm not going to talk about that too much because I'm going to do a bit more of a feature on it next week. Mark, big news this week.
Ooh, so those of you that joined us last week will be familiar with the Nibiru. Nibiru.
It's just the tank, not the whole mod.
Just the tank. There she is. Looking very pretty.
Oh, it's a Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda.
I thought you might like that.
Yeah, so basically what happened after last week's show where we had our talkative Italian friend on here, Francesco
Fagnoni.
Francesco Fagnoni, who, by the way, big up to all of you also in chat. He liked being on. He has blessed the group, the show, with the opportunities, and I'm talking plural because.
Did anyone try? Did anyone try and get one? I did flip over to the group on Friday when they released them, and I think as quick as they went up, they were gone.
Quick.
Yeah, about 2-3 minutes.
2 or 3 minutes for 33 on the first run, but they are releasing them weekly, if that's right. 33 a week.
Right now they're being released in multiple groups. Like we have gotten an opportunity for. So there was another group who had 2 on Sundays. They had a lot of participants. That was not a giveaway. It was to get it.
Yeah.
There's gonna be in another of the big international groups. There's gonna be also some available. I think it's today or tomorrow it's starting. That's like going on a list and then it's being randomized. But Francesco, he has offered 2 up for us, for the group,
2
for the show.
2.
So, 2.
Yeah.
And I have tracking for them already. But
So
he pretty much gave us free range, even though he's gonna decide the winner. As maybe you can tell more about how it's gonna work.
We decided the best way is we weren't going to run a list because there's 2 of them. It's not a very long list. We're going to do a competition on VTUK's group. Now, we thought the best way to do this was let's do a photo competition. But I think we came up with the idea of doing an anti-hand check competition.
Ew.
Right. So normally in these hand check competitions, you put up the flashiest looking with the nice, smartest photography and all this shit. We're going the opposite way, right? We want to see, and I'll talk about when it's going up and whatever, but we want to see the most ridiculously terrible setups that you guys have to offer. So I want to see massive tanks on ego batteries. I want to see tiny, weeny little, the craziest, stupidest thing that you can think of. Yes, Chandler?
Is this just basically going, send us a picture showing why you really need the opportunity to buy this high-end tank?
Exactly, yeah. And you're going to get, what we're going to do is, let me just let's look at my notes quickly. So the competition will be starting Sunday, this coming Sunday at 6 p.m. BST. And it's going to end on Tuesday, 6 p.m. And what we're going to do between it ending and the start of the show, we're going to come up with a short list of the top 5 photos, give or take, maybe the top 10. And then we're going to choose the best 2. Now, it's a chance to get creative. It's a chance to make us laugh because that's kind of the point of it. Is the funniest setup is going to have the best chance to do it with.
Yeah, and just to clarify, they are winning the chance to purchase for retail price.
Exactly.
But they will already be in UK, so you will, if you're in UK, which we presume most of you are, it will be reduced shipping costs.
So it'll be shipped from the UK, but this just gives you access to the tank without having to fight on a list, without having to worry about what do you call them? Exchange rates, that sort of thing. So
And
yes.
how did you calculate? You calculated earlier. Like, the retail price on it is 119 euros.
It's about £110 British.
Yeah.
And it's going to be about a £5 postage, give or take. But we'll figure that out. And if you were to win, then that can be a conversation that happens down the line. Yes, Diddy, you can send yours to me. Diddy's not on Facebook.
Diddy, if anybody wants to message us and send it to us, we'll add it onto Facebook in your stead.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, because obviously I know some of you aren't on Facebook. We don't want you guys to miss out. But yeah, just so it's completely clear, you will not be winning the tank. You'll be winning the ability to buy the tank.
So without a list.
Yeah, without all the list bullshit.
Unfortunately, we've had to pay for. I say we very loosely. We've had to pay for them.
Yes.
But
and we're not making money off of them.
Yeah, no. We were given, because he enjoyed himself last Tuesday and he wanted you guys the opportunity to be able to buy one. He's basically given us two for us to let you.
He gave us the option to buy two, so we could pass them on to you guys.
Yeah. So we're not out to make money because.
I think if you calculate, we're actually maybe losing money with the exchange rates. So give or take.
But it's gonna be mad. So that's gonna be starting this Sunday. We'll put posts throughout the week on Facebook on our group. This Sunday 6 p.m. There's gonna be It's gonna be 48 hours, give or take, to put in your.
So can you enter as many times as you want?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, don't spam it. Obviously, like.
What do we say? Maximum of 3.
Maximum of
3.
Yeah.
Diddy, are you asking how much for the Nibiru for the RTA? Or.
So yeah, the Nibiru is going to be in euros, 119 euros plus postage, and we worked that out to be about £110 British, roughly.
Plus postage.
Plus postage.
But it'll be UK postage, so we'll just stick a first class stamp on it, and that'll be it. It'll be golden.
Yeah. No tracking, no worries. Just in the Royal Mail. See you later. Hope it arrives.
No insurance. It'll be fine.
Unless you're in the Swindon area or Scunthorpe, then Mark will deliver it personally.
What?
I'm promising.
Swindon or Scunthorpe. Okay, random.
My British geography. It's like.
Yeah, we kind of got that.
I'll check your Danish geography then.
Yeah, so
my Danish geography. Yeah, I know where Kattegat is. Apart from that,
Well, okay. A side story. Vikings. Kattegat is not a town; it's an ocean. So.
Yeah, just in a quick summary. This Sunday, send us your stupidest vape photos that you can do, the most ridiculous setups. Make us laugh, and then we'll decide. And I think Francesco is going to come on and be the final vote. And we'll decide on the best one, the best two. So there's 2 chances to win.
Yeah, and you have a 48-hour window to participate, so plenty of time.
Yeah, I'm well excited. It's fucking huge because they
Sounds
are
good.
hard to get hold of.
And
I'm Italian. Very little UK hype.
Have you had tracking for any you're receiving, Martin?
Yes.
What do you have an ETA on?
Well, I'm not today. I'm not counting on ETAs from DHL, but it still says tomorrow, same as yours.
Same as me. So all we can say is, as it stands, DHL are performing much better than Royal Mail, because from Italy to my doorstep in the Midlands in a day.
That's mad.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't think you could get from Italy to your doorstep in a day. I suppose you could. It's only Italy, but
let's see. Let's not count our chickens until they actually get here.
I was just about to say that. That was the exact line I was about to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But don't remember, it's going to take 3 months for Mark to post it to you. So
yeah.
No.
Pretty much. You do know that Mark is allergic to post.
we will Uber it to you at Mark's expense.
Yeah.
Sorry, someone said escort services.
Oh, that rang a bell?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You
Brilliant.
have been phoned up?
Triple stack, 26.
I'm well looking forward to the tank.
Origin tiny RDA and a 10 cm.
Mark, I don't know if you could like just in short just like line up the specifications for it and like details.
So, specifications, for those of you that didn't join us last week, if not, why not? You should be here on a Tuesday evening starting at 8ish through till about 10 p.m. Anyway,
Absolutely. Mr. Corker last week.
Fucking good show, boys. Fucking good show.
Absolutely.
Actually blinding.
Cracking.
Anyway, the Nibiru. 22 millimeters in diameter with a height of 33 millimeters. It's a short fucker, don't you know? The drip tip height will upset Chandler somewhat because it's only 10 millimeters in height. The standard capacity is a 2.7 milliliter tank. Drip tip chimney internal diameter 3.5 millimeters.
And it's a frosted Pyrex glass. They are gonna make a 3.1 milliliter PMMA tank section.
For those that
I'm going to correct this.
Correct
There we
it.
go.
Anyway, for those of you that joined us last week, you will see that it comes with 3 interchangeable chambers. What was the word that he used to describe the chamber?
Asteroids.
Asteroids.
Yeah,
So
asteroids.
each of these chambers change the flavour and the way it vapes. So you've got a lesser area to improve flavour, blah blah blah. So there's 3 of those. Easy top fill without leaks, bayonet system locking, and an airflow ring with a locking feature. But what you can do, what he showed last week, you can literally pull it off, turn it upside down, and it doesn't leak.
Yeah.
Does not leak.
The 3 asteroids, they're called Vesta, Pallad, and Cerere.
I was going to say that, but I thought I'd leave that to you.
Oh, sorry.
But yes, every tank comes with those 3 asteroids.
Some have been asking since also the release and since some have started gotten them, like, can you do a restricted direct lung on it? It can be a very restricted if you remove the asteroid and run it on the 1.8 airflow hole, which is the biggest one.
But the biggest ones, I thought the biggest was 2.2.
No, biggest is 1.8.
I thought it was 2.2. He said 2.7 on the show last week, and we got corrected.
That was the milliliters. I think I was lost in translation.
Okay.
This 1.8, that's the biggest one, and then by removing whichever asteroid you have in there, you create a little more space so you can run direct. But it's going to be very restricted. So it's primarily for the mouth to lung or so, loose mouth to lung.
So you'll see on screen now they're the asteroids that fit in.
Yeah.
Dan wants to know how you can say asteroids in relation to an e-cig and not feel silly.
It's a little bit silly, but it's fine.
Stop that!
Asteroid.
It's silly.
And the one that was like a stair one, that's what he said was best for flavor. And the more round one, he said, Francesco said that was best for tobacco ones. I see it, Mark. You just don't hide it.
Mark, last week we were going to talk about some bits and then we just ran out of time. And you wrote in these notes something about Geek Vape.
Yeah.
And someone who might have almost burnt their house down.
Holy shit. I've deleted the screenshot now. Apparently...
it's in the notes.
What, the screenshot?
Oh, no, sorry, just what you were going to say about it.
So, apparently, didn't we talk about it? I thought we spoke about it at the end of the show.
No, that was the PM80 bullshit. I took that off, but the rest of the bits we didn't talk about.
Anyway, so it turns out a customer had a Geek Vape. Was it an Aegis?
Yes, I think so.
Aegis. And apparently self-combusted and burnt a hole in somebody's carpet.
Ooh.
Now, apparently Geek Vape have been very nice about it. and asked them to send the mod back to them. They've paid and arranged for DHL to come and collect the package, but also given them £500 to release their to replace their carpets.
Which he didn't.
I'm guessing that the Chinese rooms must be a little bit smaller than ours, because I can assure you there's not a room in our house that you could replace a carpet with 500 quid.
Yeah. See, part of me wants to call absolute bullshit on this story, because I've dealt with customers time and time again who have tried to go back to Chinese manufacturers like Smok or Aspire, or and with these things to try and at least at the very minimum get their refunds on the devices that are broken. They're out of our warranty, but they're still within the warranty of the manufacturer. And 9 times out of 10, if they can get a reply, they might get a $25 voucher if they're lucky. And it's always in dollars as well, which is super helpful for all of our British customers. So I'm going to have to call.
$25 is like 10 times the production value of the item. So
yeah, even though we may have sold it for 50, and I mean these customers are sending proofs of purchases. You know, it's not like they go, "Oh, I've got a mod that's broken, give it to me." Like it's a legit way you would claim on a manufacturer's warranty. But what would you have done? Would you have just gone, "Fuck the carpet, I'm going to buy something better with it"? Yeah. Just put a chair over it or something, and just take it out of your deposit later on if you're renting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do we say? Well done, Geek Vape, for sorting that out.
Oh yeah.
Not many would, you know.
Or maybe they've just set a precedent, so now they're going to be hunted with all different kinds of claims.
What, for the free shit warriors?
Yeah.
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 If you go and buy a Geek Vape mod for 30 quid and then you terrorize something in your house and you get 500, then you earn, I don't know, at least 400 quid.
Yeah.
Anybody got a photograph of a burnt bit of carpet I can borrow?
They never put one up. It was a text thing. Although if you've got a picture of Mark's office from last year,
I'm gonna say if you get me an escort, I'll go in a bit hard and I'll send you a photo of a burnt bit of carpet. It's
And we decided
Fiestas are much better.
a car escort. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Dennis says, "Got to say, sold on a Geek Vape Squonker a year or two ago. It was outside warranty and it quit working for the person I sold it to after a day. I felt guilty, contacted Geek Vape and got a new one in no time."
It sounds as though Geek Vape are quite honest, straight up.
Wasn't it Geek Vape that burnt our office down?
That wasn't Geek Vape. That was eLeaf. Wasn't it? It was
Yeah.
It was your iPower.
Or it was a Wizmac. It was a Wizmac, wasn't it? A Wizmac Mini.
Who knows?
Who knows?
There was something else you put in these notes here, Mark. About dropping shit.
Oh yeah, it's kind of gone now.
No.
Who would you? Are you a bit of a clumsy fucker? Any of us?
Yeah.
Do you ever buy new mods and then drop them all, or even mobile phones or?
No.
I'm very good at inadvertently dropping mods.
You've heard my story about the Fine Mods wooden squonker that I got. Didn't even have it 24 hours before I dropped it on the floor.
The reason I put it in our show notes was because you put a photo up. I can't remember where you put the photo up, but there was a picture of a cracked pavement underneath it.
Yeah, there was.
I'm getting better. Lindsay is terrible. I bet you before the night's out, she will have dropped her mod at least 2 times.
Don't even know where it is. I'll find it first.
I knock my mods on my desk over all the time, and I'm really good at getting out of cars and launching my mods across it. I did that to a Minikin V2 that was in my lap, and it landed in a puddle and smashed everywhere.
So it's not just
That's a good place to put it.
I'd had a brand new iPad Pro for all of 24 hours before Lindsay cracked the screen.
Nice.
Oh, nightmare.
Not bitter at all, are you?
Hang on. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna. Where's me?
I had a nice figure until Mark
Yeah.
came along.
It was. I put a post up saying that I dropped my mod. There was
That's it.
a before and after shot.
Excellent.
What about
see if I can
chat?
do it.
What is your worst drop ever? Your most expensive, most brutal drop ever? Whether it be a mod, an ATI. I'm thinking back, and I think I've been lucky. I have dropped many things, but I think over the years I've learned to be a little bit more careful. But I am. Any of you get in the car and have a habit of either putting your phone on your lap or your mod on your lap, and then when you get out,
Widget between your legs.
yeah, you get up, stand up,
And off it goes. Yeah.
Skitters across the floor.
Matt waits 3 week off billet box straight to the concrete.
Ooh.
Diddy's run over his mods a couple of times with his van.
What, on purpose or?
No, fell out his pocket, I think, and reversed over it.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, should happen.
Not you, Martin, because you've got some nice works of art you've never dropped or.
The only thing I can think of that I remember is dropping is because there is a little chip on the cap. Is my Van Jazz that I once dropped from like 1.5 meters down onto concrete. Then only got a little chip, so I was lucky.
Oh,
Not
it's
that
the
one.
poet. It's a poet.
The jazz is still here. That's pretty much the only thing I try to watch out.
No, for me it was more in the early days. Dennis, I rarely drop anything. Most expensive was probably my phone screen once. Can't recall having dropped vape gear and broken it. Matt's billet box suffered a small dent in the corner.
That only increases the value, it doesn't.
I'll be back in just a second.
Borrowed a black rose and funked it. Dropped my billet box twice this week. Never dropped any of our kids though. I think they're naturally just a bit weird. your kids or your billet box? What? 3 stories is extreme. Yes, somewhat. No, I'm
I've
not
heard that
too
BBs
bad.
they're designed for being dropped actually. Maybe that's just me.
And then there was 2.
Oh, one channel ago.
It's got to get some headphones. Ben dropped my Skyline RTA twice in the first week I had it. Had to replace the airflow ring and the top cap. Ouch.
Ooch.
Ouch.
Ooch. That's not good.
That's not good at all. Oh shit. I've just had a photo from Dale in chat. Bear with me a second, people.
Ooh, what's going on?
I think Mark's receiving news or something.
There we go. That looks like a nice nice old drop. You wanna talk us through that one, Dale? That looks like an expensive drop.
Looks Italian.
It looks fucked. That looks like a nice solid piece of wood as well.
Oh yeah.
Dale, have you learnt not to take decent equipment out on the piss? Holy shit. Yeah. That looks suitably fucked.
Whose mod was that?
Dale's.
Ooh. Ouch.
Cracking. Right then, boyos. Moving on, Mafanwi. You've got me saying Mafanwi now.
Bloody lovely.
Bloody lovely.
The only vapor in the village.
Gaffer tape, BRE.
Well, a returning classic. We should get a jingle for this soon. Anyone got a good idea for a jingle? Hit us up for the.
I'll jingle you up. It'd be cool.
Shag, marry, kill. Vape it, sell it, or bin it.
Peter dropped a solar storm a while back. Was it fatal though, Ilsa? Was it sitting on the toilet? Oh no!
I dropped a solar storm this morning sitting on the toilet.
I think it's different values. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Did it get wet, Ilsa?
I don't think he dropped it in the toilet. I think he just dropped it while he was.
I think the most expensive mod I ever dropped wasn't mine. It was my mate's Kennedy. Like the full setup, and where our till sits, he'd stuck it in front of the till drawer, and the till popped out and launched it across the shop, and dented the button.
Oh dear!
I blamed him though because of where he put it. I wouldn't take responsibility.
Fair enough.
Cass, something you'd never do. You'd never take responsibility for anything, would you?
If I'd have dropped it, yeah. And I'll tell you what, right? If I smelt it and I dealt it, I'd take responsibility for that.
Really? Anyway, I'm also getting more buzzes. Is that more pictures? Oh.
2 more. Do them at the end. But let's, if it's doable. Otherwise, doesn't matter. Let's start with the first one, which is
Hang on.
from the company called Vape.
Hang on. Fucking hell, I've got no warning.
Apparently, Mark, I'm echoing. And it might be me coming through your speakers and going back into your microphone.
When you came back, you were very loud.
Oh, I was probably very close to my microphone. That's probably why.
You're a lot louder than everyone else.
Let me turn myself down. All of us, or just Cass?
Apparently just me. I've just had a message off Distinct, who's in chat.
This stink.
Distinct. DIS7INKED.
Oh. I really need to stop spoiling things.
No, it's not that one, Mark.
I know, I've got to get it into place. I've really got to stop spoiling shit, haven't I?
McDonald's.
Those of you that didn't watch Friday night's quiz, what an utter fuck up.
I'm sure you just felt pity and wanted to give everyone a free 5 points.
And I'll never eat a McDonald's again.
You're right.
Marcus is sexist.
Yeah, McDonald's is sexist. Cool, right, so starting with number 1 this evening
So
from
it was made like kind of a status symbol. It looked like a Koenigsegg emblem. It's the Vape Defender pot. Picture. And I give you free choice of number 1 or the V2 in either black or silver.
This looks like a shield.
Would you sell it? Would you bin it?
And we all know what we need to do with it. Vape it, sell it, or bin it.
Oh, yeah, I know what I'm doing with that one.
Are we going to get our first 100%?
I hope so.
No, we've had 100%.
Now you've said that, someone is going to go against it. Wow, he didn't go against it. Wow.
I mean, it is so offensive that...
And it's actually really huge as well.
On the front of your
Is it?
car says Distinct.
Come on, that's 15 votes. Let's get them higher. Get them higher.
Well, it was messed with, like, pretending to be a Koenigsegg car fob. Evening, Shy.
Evening, sir. I think we can safely say that the Vape Defender is going
In the bin.
is going straight
In the bin.
in the bin. There we go.
Gatti Veyron, yeah, dude.
Grill off of Bugatti Veyron. Yeah, it does.
That
Hey,
was.
yeah, that's our first 100% bin.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't we have like the alien kit? Did someone really want that?
You know, one thing I'm surprised we've not seen yet.
We can do it at the end.
Oh no, this is beyond shit. There's just
Is it vaguely vaping related?
totally vaping related, and it's full of lasers. Anyway,
Number 2 is I found one version, but if you actually Google like the most expensive mods ever, you'll find this in at least the top 5. It's the Top Hat 26,650.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and this is just one of the versions. Imagine it in like pure wood or something like that.
What would that set
Ew.
someone back?
I don't know exactly what this version costs, but that most expensive one that's on like the lists was it 5,000 or something? It's crazy.
I quite like that.
Seriously?
Yeah.
No, it's not even worth selling. Just in the bin.
Well, the most
No, at that
titanium
price.
26,650 Top Hat comes in at $10,000.
Oh shit! Sell
They
it.
created a
Comes at how
titanium
much?
one. It's a titanium one which cost $10,000.
You couldn't sell that. It's just too much to get what you wouldn't get that for it.
Pretty expensive.
All right.
Yeah. Someone would actually vape that.
Matt
Someone
Waite's
would,
record, they were
honestly.
shit.
I'd vape it. I'd get rid of that terrible woodwork and put carbon fibre on it. Yeah.
Just put a sticker on it.
Apps all over and full of hot glue. Oh no, for 10 grand? Jesus.
That comes
Google
complete with a
Chrome
Google
free
Chrome Fire button.
Oh, sorry, I read that as Google Chrome free, but oh,
Let's move on to. No, it's not done yet. Ooh.
And there we go.
Weirdly even. I was expecting that to go one way or the other.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Score
sell
some
it.
money with
Just-
that. There are some collectors out there who will still pay big money for those. Right. Third item is we're going ATI, we're going RTA, we are talking the theatral RTA.
Ooh,
Ooh. Released before Christmas 2019.
Was it really that long ago?
Sorry?
Was it really that long ago?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Vape sell. There's no bin option on that one.
Sorry. I failed. So sorry, you can start again. There you go.
is it up?
Yep.
Yeah, it's that.
How tight is it, Martin?
You
Oof.
can, it's different. I think you can both go restricted direct long, and you also can down to a very tight multi long. Maybe not 0.8.
Ooh.
Very versatile.
In which case,
Oh, another 3. Okay, fair enough.
it's worth too much to bin. Let's be honest.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You can always
It
get
comes in
5
that
or
really
4.
posh, nice box.
Yeah, it's a nice box. It's done by. I think still it was Visionary who did those boxes. At least they did the port ones, the ones you have, Mark.
Diddy says he'll buy it for the box with the USB ports.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. 8 USB ports in every box.
8.
8.
There's at least 11 there.
Oh, I didn't see the ones down the side.
There we go. So
me.
the
Good evening, Alex.
the theatro then.
Vape it.
Vape it.
It's
Vape
a
it.
vape
Vape
it.
it.
To be fair, it was limited, so at some point I thought I would maybe sell mine if I got it. I don't know.
Hang on, you owned one.
No,
Oh, I was going to say.
first real RTA, not
Yeah.
counting in the Project X on the shelf that I just didn't like.
Alex, good evening. You've missed our special announcement.
Yeah.
You have.
Yeah, you have.
And it will never be repeated, so you'll never find out.
That's just evil.
We just gave away a free gift certificate to his auto shop without him knowing.
Yeah, and we've just started a competition for £3,000 worth of Vapor Bay products.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah,
like
thanks for the donation, Alex.
You can empty the Lloyd shed in like 50 seconds or something, if
Yeah.
whichever you can carry in a bag.
It's going to be like supermarket sweep in Lloyd's shed, so the winner gets to go in there and just get away. No. The website is vaporbay.uk, just so there's no confusion.
Okay.
That's the one.
Right, I know where I'm going with this one. 100% definitely Martin.
Yeah, next is the Joytech Penguin. All in one.
If I don't see 100% Vape It on this, I'm quitting.
I
What?
will say there was one positive thing about this, that you could like pull out a bong and then you had 8.8 milliliters or something.
God damn it.
I just googled Vapors Bay. Apparently, it's coming soon.
They're going US.
Is that the penguin?
It's the penguin.
Shy, you like that?
What? Me? Penguin?
Shy.
When has your name been Shy? Fuck me, Chandler. We need to book you in.
What for?
Everything.
Okay.
Hearing clinic, Alzheimer's clinic, reading
Taste
clinic.
test,
Yeah.
tongue clinic, ear, nose, and throat doctor. I just think that's
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit here and dribble.
We okay, random. We for some stupid reason these were upsold to us when we were in the shop, and
Were they?
I think we bought 25 of them, and when we shut the shop we got about 25 of them. They were fucking dog shite. Absolute fucking dog shite. Just no. I'm finishing it there. I don't even want to give it fucking.
Oh, let's just
Who
move
put
on.
Vape It?
Let's
Who
move
put
on to
Vape
something
It?
positive.
Shy did literally 5 seconds ago, which is what we were talking about, Chandler.
Okay.
Let's move on to
Alright.
something hopefully positive.
No, I've not finished pressing the button.
Okay.
Keep going. I said keep going with the binnet.
Let me
It's
get
fine.
it out of my system.
Yeah. Just go for it. It's fine.
I'm about.
And he's still going.
No, no, fuck it. Let's. That's on par with the
Okay, it's still going.
Bin Chandler's shirt. Shy doesn't like your shirt.
He does. He
Shit.
signed it, so why wouldn't he like it?
It's a good shirt.
Should have been an epilepsy warning before that. Nice one, Alex.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's actually quite right, to be fair.
It's an epic shit. Oh, it's an epic shirt. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, better in blue. I agree.
No, you've got to have it black. You've got to wear
Black.
black. I mean,
Yeah.
blimey.
Yeah, but
Blue?
the logo being blue.
Oh, the logo. Oh, okay.
What's next?
I'm going to start getting
Next
angry in a minute. I
item
can feel
is-
it.
And there is 4 different color versions on the picture, but you can also choose the OG one if you want. It's just like a stainless steel satin. It's the Hakuvena.
Oh.
So these are the 4
You say
titanium.
Phenom or Vena?
Venna.
Okay.
Venom.
Yeah. No further explanations needed, I'm guessing.
Except the drip tip's a bit short.
Well, easy to replace. with like Gandalf.
Alex, sort me out of Venna.
I don't think it's tight enough for you.
No, I want it for direct now.
Oh, you should.
Is anything like my Venom? It's fucking awesome.
The Venom.
Venner is better. Venner is better. I have to say.
TMB UK. What's TMB UK?
Totally massive
Oh,
bollocks, UK.
You mean this blue one? Yes. Very nice.
How has the finish held up on that?
What do you mean?
Has there been any removal of said colour? Because looking at the image, it looks as though it could wear quite thin.
No.
Bit like
no,
Chandler.
I have the black titanium and the blue titanium, and I've used the original caps for a long time.
No, I said a bit like Chandler, and he went, me? Like that one?
Either Chandler's not listening or it's taking like 10 seconds for it to process.
I think I've got a delay. I'm just
In the brain.
It's called
brain.
It's called dementia.
I'm wearing pink headphones because my normal ones are just not working. I've plugged them in 3 times to try and charge them up. So I'm blaming the pink headphones.
Stop lying, Martin. It's different, not better.
For me, it's better. I like the draw. It was a bit tighter than the. I think it was too open. I had the Phenom, so no lying. It's just my opinion.
Opinions are like arseholes.
Shit comes out of them. Wait, that's not the saying.
Depends whose mouth it's coming out of, to be fair. So, we are taking the Vanna and we're vaping it.
Yeah. Is that the first 100%
Marvelous.
vape? Oh, I think the Skyfall was as well. No, that was 7%.
Sorry, did someone just let Rimmer in? I just said marvellous.
Marvelous.
There's only one person it could be.
I'm looking down.
I'm not. I am so not admitting to anything. Just the way today's going.
So they've taken Mr. Chandler. Quick, let's get out of here before they bring him back.
Smoke me a kipper. I'll be back for breakfast.
Item number 6, Mark.
Oh, hang on. I'm starting to get angry. I'm drinking cider. Look what happens.
He gets a bit wife beatery.
I do.
Lindsay, run.
Don't be stupid.
I think it's him who should run then.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't add to that. Hang on, I'm
sorry,
nearly
Martin.
there.
Where were you?
There. Hang on.
Right, we'll just wait for Martin. Mark to pour his drink.
Mark, what are you drinking then? What is it? Choose the can.
It's Stella.
Stella. Okay.
Yeah.
Stop lying.
Yeah.
And I literally only bought it to wind Martin up. I don't even like cider.
So you're wasting it even more, man.
But I'm getting giggly and aggressive, so this ain't gonna end well.
I think I'm gonna have to call DHL and redirect that package.
Redirect it to Norfolk.
Or Swindon.
Why is it with Swindon? Where's Swindon?
I don't know.
Swindon's between Reading and Bristol, isn't it?
If you say so.
Reading and Bristol. They're like.
Yeah, no, it's along the M4, Swindon. M4. Yeah, the M4.
Look,
Anyway,
it's down south. I haven't got a bloody clue. It's
right, what's next?
Item number 6 is a Purge Slam piece B5 kit with the Deadshot RDA.
wow.
With the what?
That sounds scary.
They needed to stop writing that name about 5 sentences before they did.
I don't know what B5 stands for, but maybe
Batch 5. Batch 5. They're releasing.
Batch 5.
batches.
Don't you have one of them?
Yeah.
Mark?
Start looking at me on the shelf. Oh, he says. It's up here.
In the bin.
What? What is wrong with you?
No,
I ate
clearly never owned one.
No. Very much on purpose. I've never owned one.
It wouldn't be your cup of tea.
Anything with a tube and a button underneath, you look like you're when you're holding and trying to fire.
Well, in which case you're lucky then, because that's why it's called the side piece, because that is the button.
Ah, but then it's just ugly. So.
Yeah, but they're fucking good.
Oh god.
Eh.
Shadro, these questions are a lot easier than the ones on Friday.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, they are.
But you don't get points for these, or you get theoretical points.
You know
I didn't
what?
get points for the ones on Friday, so don't worry.
Do you know what I've just realised? That I re-wicked that the other day,
Mm.
and I've just fired it, and I'm sat here thinking, I can smell something burning.
That's your cotton in a. Was it completely dry cotton? Oh shit!
Excellent.
Twat.
Oh, officially fucked.
I was like, why does it smell of burning? Oh, quick, we need to stop this. We need to stop this. Because it looks as though...
Oh, don't leave it to run. You.
Wait, it's had its 2 minutes.
Oh, for God's sake!
It's almost completely even.
Nah, it's not. 39% vape.
Ugh.
At least Dale agreed with me. So. And Chandler. Yeah.
No taste.
Well, that's it. Next order of business or item?
You don't give me time, do you?
No.
He's got to get his Vape cloud up. I mean, God's sake.
Oh,
I
no,
was
it's not
trying to
that.
avoid that. Like, just
I have...
talk over it.
There we go. Ready when you are.
Next item is a very coveted item from the major company called Smog. It's a piece we've all wanted to own at some point because you can talk to it.
No, it's not
It's
that
a
one.
Smog 5 Proof
Everyone's
21700
got a
voice
Smog.
control kit. Which
Wow.
this is like the Power Rangers or something like that.
Looks like a Power Ranger's dick, not alone a Power Ranger.
Yeah. But you can talk. You can say turn on, turn off, vape.
Oh, you can talk to it?
At what
Yeah,
point
voice-
can you say, shit, you bastard, order me some more coils, I've run out?
I think you need to use eScribe for that to tweak it, but I'm not sure.
E-scribe on a smock.
You could hack anything, I guess.
And the thing is, they went, let's make all of our mods look like they're trying to be Iron Man. And yeah.
They don't even look like Iron Man.
So,
Get a
Okay,
fucking
who liked it?
says Diddy.
What's she saying?
Oh.
I think that mod could be sorted, but I think you would need like an angle grinder or
Are you
something.
out of bed again?
Cheers, Ben. Hopefully we'll see you on YouTube in a minute, although we probably won't be able to see your comments.
I'll bring them up. I'll bring them up.
Again.
Cheers, Ben. Hopefully we'll
7.
see
7. They've got 7 different colours.
Oh no, they've got more.
They've got more.
Yeah.
Oh God!
This is
You've got
smart. What do you
7
think?
different. You've got 7 different ways of scratching the paint off.
Get out of bed then.
Please
Come
do.
on. No, it's not. Come on, get out of bed then. Well, then, go to sleep.
There we go. So, who said vape it? I know DM did. What are the moron? Fucking
That'll be
hell.
Dinky.
Yeah, Dinky's Martin.
Some Dinky Zaranov.
Because I'd vape it just to be able to use the voice control, and then I'd throw it in the bin. But
Well, what would you use the voice control for? Turning it up and turning it down?
it doesn't matter.
Can you
but
imagine?
Like vape it
Can
for
you
like half
imagine?
a day, and then the coil would be dead because it's a smart tank, and then I'd throw it in the bin.
How about, here, I like this.
But
How
can you
about-
imagine though? Sorry, Mark.
No, go on.
I was going to say, can you imagine though getting your vape going? Fire. Stop firing.
Oh, no. Imagine being a ventriloquist. You have the mod in your mouth and then fire.
Okay. Right. So, okay.
How long before we get an Alexa-powered stop mod?
Not long.
Because they've
Alexa
released,
enabled.
they've released the car version this week that just plugs into your car, haven't they?
Oh, have they?
Really? You're joking.
You can just say drive, turn right.
Yeah, no, that'll be fine unless you're in a BMW, and then
And Alexa says, "Take me out of here. I ain't being seen in this."
Yeah.
You know, when you go and buy a BMW, if you ask, you have to ask and pay extra for them to turn on the indicators.
yeah.
And they are like very reluctant. Why would you want that? So they charge you like insane amount because they just don't want to do it.
The car's like 50 quid. It's 30 grand just to turn on the indicators.
Pretty much.
Surely there's gonna be a way to get Alexa to say, "Get a better car, you dick."
It seems like you're driving a BMW. Are you sure? And then that'll be it.
Do you accept all cookies?
Oh dear.
What's next?
Item number 8. I did that just for Chandler, and you have free choice of color. It's the double barrel V3.
Man after my own heart.
Oh,
Just, you've got to get on the Flower of Life or the Inferno. Seriously.
I'm sorry, the Inferno.
Flower of Life being the multicolored one, second from
You
left.
seen how why it's orange, not pink?
The LGBTQ one.
No, the one that looks like it's got the hard black lines with the sort of rainbow between the black and white and the orange.
Yeah, flower of life.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I do like it as much as I. Matt, you want to put that in again? There we go.
Random question: is the Nibiru 25 mil?
22 mil.
22.
Oh, okay, that's fine. It'll go on that. It'll look fucking banging on that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, but dual battery is a bit of an overkill for it.
Nah. Just longer power.
But you know, if you drop it, it's always going to hit battery side down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so you're going to
Thing.
destroy the bit that matters.
Being 22, it'll go on my vintage vapor flask.
Nice.
I was supposed to
like
ask you about your vapor flask. Someone asked in a hangout.
It was Matt, wasn't it?
No, it was
Phil?
Phil.
What do you ask?
He wants to buy. Oh, it wasn't a Vapor Shark.
No, it was my DNA vapor. It was my vapor shark.
Yeah. He was looking for one, and I said you'd got one, and he's like, "Have a word for me."
Yeah, well, he messaged me, and I said it's yours, but the battery's shagged. I said I've cleaned it all out. It's all clean and immaculate, but the battery needs replacing, and he's going to look for one, and then let me know if he still wants it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's like Mad Hatters. This. I had to charge brokerage.
Yeah.
I said make me an offer, and he went, "Okay, thanks." And I was like, "Oh, that's not."
When
an
is
offer.
Lloyd coming back to fix something again?
Huh?
When is Lloyd coming back to fix something again?
Who knows? Anyway, we're 2 minutes in, and the consensus is we vape it.
Excellent. It's a nice little thing, isn't it?
It's our eat.
Took me ages to work out it was supposed to look like a shotgun. I just didn't get that.
So I just found an extra one. I don't know if you can. Yeah, you've already brought that up, Mark.
Oh, I know, I did it by accident. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. It's not as bad as mine.
Okay, hang on then. In that case,
So the Ambition Sunbox side by side, horribly looking mod. Oh, sorry, that was my own opinion. Vape it. Sell it or bin it. Go.
Interesting. I'm still looking forward to the Aspire one. Isn't it Aspire doing the side by side?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yep.
with Sunbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, get one of those. Don't tell the missus.
Buy a mix.
Spent enough on vape
Right
shit
then.
recently.
We had that here on the show.
What?
We had it on the show. The mix. Mix.
Yeah.
Is it available yet?
Looks like a flash.
Oh yeah, 65 boys though.
Looks like a flash bog.
Looks like a fucking. Do you know when I read that? I saw Boglin. Do you remember those Boglins from the 90s?
Oh yeah.
Anyone remember them?
Yeah. Ugly little things.
Yeah. How awesome they were.
Didn't do anything. They were basically in a cardboard box that looked like a cage, and you put your hand in it, and you made it.
Yeah.
It was just a little. It's a puppet.
That's the one I had. Well, that's all over the place, but the consensus is that you're all wrong, that you're all morons, and you all need to get in the bin.
Yep. We're vetoing this one. Get in the bin.
It is.
You
vaping.
can't override the masses. That's just fascism.
Majority rules, man.
Yeah, the majority rules, but I've got the button, so get in the bin.
Which is quite good because he's still doing it while the picture's up. Oh, damn it.
You see, I haven't got what you've got.
Why, what have you got?
Alzheimer's.
You've got dementia, so I can.
Oh,
Okay.
That's
Sorry, I
what,
forgot about
that
Me?
was this week's edition of Vape Celebrate. If anyone has any ideas or things they think we should put on Vape Sub In,
Sure.
feel free to PM any of us with ideas for items, setups, mods, RDAs, pretty much anything vaping related, not beamers or escorts.
Or Somo lasers, or
Yeah.
So that's all I've got this week. Chandler?
Oh,
Yeah.
Cass, you've got. Are you? I've just spotted under Cass. Are you talking
Ooh.
about this, or is this a bit
No, I'm talking about it. I think it's fucking brilliant.
Wait.
Right.
over to Cass?
So,
Okay.
Be sensitive.
in I don't know how many of you know TVP. You probably all know who TVP is, right? And today, or the other day, a post went up, which I don't have a screenshot of because I literally wrote this in our notes about 20 minutes ago, about how he reckons that he might be losing his job as a postman because of, and I come armed with zero actual details, but I think this is fucking hilarious. He's going to be losing his job due to someone saying something to his employers about the shit he does online. Now, if you are going online regularly, calling people cunts, calling people out, yada, 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 and just being generally a bit of a douchebag, and yet you are somehow referencing yourself back to your employer, would you expect to or not expect to get a sack eventually? What do we reckon?
Totally.
Because, honestly, the guy who now has no vids on his channel,
Has he not?
I don't know, I haven't looked.
As far as I read, there had been multiple calls and people like messaging his employee or his
But, I mean,
employer.
if you're in the UK and you say you're a postman, you generally only work for one company.
Yeah, parcel force.
No, they then become a delivery guy. He's taken
The
them all
channel
down.
has the channel has no videos.
So they've all gone. But I don't know. I don't have any personal beef with the guy. But honestly, if you're gonna link yourself back to the point where you can be traced to your employer that easily, and then go and start calling people out and shit like that, you're essentially representing your employer, whether you mean to or not. You are. And it's just been a fucking long time coming.
You see, way back in my prior job when I was a lecturer, a teacher, we had to be very, very, very careful.
Alexa, Shira.
We had to be very, very, very careful of what we did publicly. We had all sorts of policies and contracts that we had to sign about what we did on social media, and we were it was enforced and reinforced that, you know, no matter where you are in fact representing the organisation. It was about then that I started doing Vape Talk UK, and luckily my employer never found it, never came across it. I never spoke to anyone at work about it. It was it was what it was. But, you know, with the internet being what it is now, we're, for my day job, at a meeting today with one of my fellow directors regarding bringing on an apprentice. Something obviously.
I have said yes to the commute every day, so.
So obviously, from my teaching background, I know the benefits of apprenticeships, and you know, I think it's a positive thing. It'd be nice to someone to effectively be able to replicate me, who I am, what I do, and the way I do it. And then,
So if you've got an apprentice, does that make you the master?
the master. No, not at all. Oh, haha! I get you now.
Okay.
But no, the ability to train someone in a way that you'd want them to work and everything else. And at the end of the apprenticeship, when they've got their qualification, the skills, you take them on as a full-time member of staff. But, you know, when I've interviewed in the past, even down to when we're interviewing for shop staff in the vape shop, we'd always look very closely at socials.
Yeah.
Very, very closely. And if someone...
Matt is saying that there was a reviewer a few years back that was a teacher and he had to stop reviewing because of his job.
Yeah. Pete, I work for a local authority and I would lose my job if I was reported for some... Yeah, no, absolutely, I think...
But going back to your basics, Cass, I would say, first of all, it depends on... Because what happens on the internet happens on the internet. If you're portraying yourself linked to something very specific, maybe not even the brand name, but something that specific, as you say, which could only be one company in that country.
Yeah.
And then it depends on how much of it is your own fault, and if he has done what you say he's done, or like many people say he's done, then he is out of line. Not saying he should be punished, but then it's like...
I mean, I've seen a lot of it. I've seen a lot of the things that I've done. Maybe not to the extent that he's maybe actually done it, but I've been in live streams where he's just railing into people left, right, and center, like just massively out of order for anyone in any position of platform.
You know, if you're self-employed and you are your own brand, then you know what, knock yourself out.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very careful with... You'll find that I've reined it in a bit recently for that very reason. You know, I've got a business to run. And
but even if you're self-employed or not, you know, you can always voice your opinions without being a cunt, a dick. I'm not saying he is, but you don't have to go to extremes and
I am.
Get personal if you don't like something or you think someone's been out of order. You know, and that's not knowing the exact situations, but
yeah. No, I think you've got to be very careful. You know, regardless, even if you've not got a YouTube channel, if you know you're just piping shit online, if you don't want people to see you piping shit online, restrict everything to people that don't mind hearing you spout.
Yeah. I mean, once it's on the internet, it's on the internet.
Absolutely. Matt Emery.
This is not being recorded, is it?
Yeah.
No.
This ain't going live. You're all good, mate.
Those people in chat, they're just bots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, your employer will be fine with this, wouldn't they, Martin?
Who says I have a job?
Well, if you don't, you're definitely dealing. So
That's also kind of a job.
Pays the bills.
yeah,
Yeah.
fairly
that's-
decent tax band as well, as far as I'm aware.
What, 0? Is anyone else pissing out their foreheads?
I am hot. I'm very uncomfortably hot.
Still got my hoodie on.
So, Chandler,
Hello.
you sent some bits over to Mark.
Yeah, not very many,
Okay.
but I did.
I spotted your coil of the week, Chandler, during the week, and I was going to send it to you, but then I saw you'd commented on it. It was like, he'll put it on the show.
It was Stuart. Can't remember his surname off the top of my head. Stuart posted this in Vape Talk. There you go. Dementia's kicking in.
It wasn't in Vape Talk, was it? It was in Cloud Watchers.
Yeah, but he posted the link.
Oh, did
Where
he?
did he post them? Where did he post the link? I don't.
Wasn't in
either
Vape
way.
Talk.
What?
Reminds
It
me of
wasn't a
like
great
50s beauty salon with like curlers.
It looks like Medusa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's the
Medusa.
sort of orangey red ribbon through the middle?
That's the bit that's currently being fired.
Is that the mesh?
Yeah, no, it looks like a... maybe. That's not a Medusa. She's too evil. I've got a Medusa somewhere. Hang on.
Yeah.
No,
My Medusa. She's slightly less angry.
it's Gorgona.
Has she got snakes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
look.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
I'm sure there's a head
Right, that's
somewhere.
it.
I think it depends on which story you read about Medusa, how evil she was or how non-evil she was.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I wanted a cute-looking Medusa.
Some stories say she was incredibly beautiful. You were enchanted by her beauty, but she just got snakes for her.
Yeah, well, she was the one of the ones that lured Odysseus away from his path, right? Along with the sirens.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So
Oh,
there you
not
go.
just
So
fake
yeah,
talk,
I'm
also history talk.
yeah, absolutely. I'm loving it. So yeah, it does remind me of Coronation Street a little bit. But you know,
The
Good
rinse,
old Deirdre.
the rinse isn't... Oh, Deirdre. Okay.
no, oh god, no, I'm showing my age. Oh, there's Nora Batty as well. That wasn't Coronation Street. What was that? That was Last of the Summer Wine.
It was.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go. That kind of thing.
Purple rinse was Phyllis.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Oh.
Oh.
Or was it Maud?
Hilda Ogden. That's it. Thank you. There you go. Who would win in a fight, Hilda Ogden or Nora Batty?
Nora Batty would fuck her up.
Oh, love it.
And then Greengrass had come in and he'd split that shit up.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know. Right. Other thing that I noticed this week, someone popped a post in Vape Talk going, anyone else noticed that due to coronavirus, the price of VG has gone up? So I thought, nah, where I normally get it from, it's the same price. But I had a little bit of a look round, a bit of a hunt, and I found this. What do you think?
That's quite expensive.
$8.95.
I mean,
So-
my place sells 500ml for £7 or 250 for £4.
Or you can go to Boots and get it for £1.50.
Yeah.
£1.49, 200ml. That puts a full litre at £7.95. Where it's all the shop was selling 200 and a quarter of a litre for £8.95. That puts a full litre at
27.
more than that.
All about the margin.
So, yeah.
You see, I used to
I'm
buy.
like, whoa.
What did an IBC used to cost me?
What? One of them, that's like 3,000 gallons or something.
Yeah, it was a metric ton. It was 1,000 litres.
Oh, did you use that to make that Jeffrey's juice that I still haven't tried?
Hey, Chandler's on
juice? I'm on it. Like a carb on it.
What do you mean? It's still by Chandler? Or...
I used to pay £1,200. £1,200 for 1.25 tons.
Wow.
So 1.250 kilos divided by what's the density of VG? Anyone?
I don't
Oh, I
know.
didn't. Assume it's 1.
No, PG's 1. PG's 1. It's 1.26. So 1.2. So you're talking about 1,000 or so litres.
That's mad.
So less than £1 a litre.
Wow.
But I don't know. That's what I used to pay for it. I don't know what
It is now.
current price is. It was about 1,500 quid for 12.50, and PG was about 30% more expensive.
Well, as a comparison, let's see if I can do it really quickly. Where I normally get it from. Oops. Oops. I lost it. Yeah, there's just talk amongst yourselves while I just do this.
Awesome.
Ben is saying that Cass is now considering buying wholesale.
992 litres, so it was just over £1 a litre. 992 litres for about 1,200 quid.
I normally buy a 5 litre bottle for the same price as that's 250ml.
That's crazy.
In it, bruv.
What's next?
In it.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh no!
That's it.
I wanted to put an extra one on, didn't I? 10555. There we go. So Bear Clouds, bro.
Yeah, boy.
Any idea who that belongs to?
Matt.
Matt.
Unless he's got like a very, very tiny little round wire mounted long coil in there.
He's only running
What
it.
is that?
He's only
What is
running
that
it.
mod? Because I'll be honest with you, a 42mm Atty is sitting quite pleasantly on top of that mod.
Does it say 0.2? 0.2 watt?
Oh god, I'm not zoomed in that.
Matt,
close.
what's the wattage or what's the ohmage?
0.2. It's saying he's running that at 60 by the looks of it.
0.2.
There you go. It's the Hadron 220.
Oh, is that that's the mod? Oh, okay. It looks all right actually as a setup. It doesn't look incongruous. Any of my mods, if I put that Atty on top, it will just look bonkers.
Do you know the
You
mod?
would need that kind of mod for that kind of Atty, so.
That mod reminds me very much of the. I had a few of them. What were they?
Hogs?
No. Oh fuck!
Reminds me of the Odin. I thought it was the Odin at first.
Just the shape and
Really?
size of it reminds me of something. I can't put my finger on
Odin
it.
is like more round, isn't it? Like
Yeah. Bloody expensive. That was all I could remember about the Odin. Dual 21700. Wow.
It's a bit big, isn't it?
That's what she said.
Arr, 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 arr.
Arr. Bit small, and
What I want to know is why is there a donut on the floor in the background?
I think it's like a dog's toy.
Oh, is it a dog's
Yeah.
toy? It looks like
No.
a perfectly pink donut.
No. It looks like a candy cane. I mean, it's it's not even Christmas.
No, look up the
Look.
middle at the top.
Up.
Oh, up. Sorry. Oh, so a donut at the top and a candy cane at the bottom.
Yeah.
That's the dog's
I'm
Kong.
guessing
Ah.
both.
Oh.
Are you the same as me? Do you pay more attention as to what's going on in the background of a photo rather than
Yeah.
what you're looking at? That's the photographer in me. Just like, let's get critical.
Are you looking at the pictures behind Chandler on the wall?
No, not so much as yours.
I mean, I'm always looking behind Chandler just in case any small child in chains runs behind him.
Hey,
What do you mean, just in case?
they've potentially found Maddie, haven't they? Or at least found an alibi or found
I
someone
thought they said
to
she was dead.
pin it on. Yeah, no. They retracted that, didn't they?
Oh, don't know.
Yeah, you can blame my mess on the empty Amazon boxes from the woman sat next to me. But the reason why we're saving
What have
these
you been
boxes,
ordering?
the reason why we're saving boxes is the stuff that's you could hide. Is the stuff that's got to go to, I wouldn't say Belgium then. The stuff that's got to go to Denmark, but we've got to get the right size boxes to fit the certain things that we've got for Martin. So we're saving boxes.
Brilliant.
Okay.
That makes sense to save and reuse, though.
I like the idea that you're actually just ordering stuff just because it might come in the right size box.
That's Lindsay's
Not because you
excuse.
actually need the stuff. You're just ordering it for the box.
Oh, no.
No. Oh.
I think we're there,
I
aren't
think
we?
we are. I was just about to say the same.
It's too
Also,
hot. My brain's melting.
No,
Recap.
understood.
Of course, there is the quiz on Friday, which is done by our very lovely friend, Mr. DePayne.
The poon.
Payne. So it's gonna be gingers and leprechauns and river dance again, I presume. So again, Cass has an advantage, but Mark will win it.
And Lindsay will win it. Mark's just the tool.
Yeah.
We always divide them by two.
I'm regularly called a tool. Don't worry about it.
On Sunday 6 p.m. we will post. We'll make a post in the group.
Shall we schedule that now so we don't forget?
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
We will. Guinness, Shamrock, yeah, and three others that I'm not going to mention. That's right.
I was going to say, I wonder if Marty could get through without mentioning the IRA, but then he just tips his hat to it a little
I
bit.
didn't mention it. I was talking about ABBA with only one B.
ABBA.
You know, the Swedish band when one of the band members left. It was ABBA. The competition for the Nibiru spots going live, being open for 48 hours. Ending on Tuesday, and we will announce the winners.
And
Yep.
if no one wants them, feel free.
If
Feel
no one
free.
wants-
Yeah, feel free to not want them.
Yeah.
We're
it's
fine with that.
totally
We're fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited. It's going to be good.
open.
And if you enter the competition, it is a binding contract that is just short of a blood contract.
Yes.
So if you-
Literally, like if you prickle out, you have to give up your firstborn or something like that.
Yeah.
To Chandler, of course.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
You don't want any more kids in the house, Chandler?
Anyway, look, the ones I've got are enough. Do you know what I mean?
And I was screaming from the basement, crying.
So I'm completely fine. They haven't actually found her. You know, I'm sure I hid her quite well. So.
But how can they scream? Didn't you use enough duct tape or?
They just cut their tongue
Duct
out.
tape? No. You don't use that inferior stuff. Frog tape. Have you not seen that? That works really well.
Rookie amateur here. Sorry.
Yeah. Don't fall for the marketing hype.
Have you ever heard a frog scream? Can you imagine the noise coming from the basement?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Can someone find me a hairdresser, please?
They open on 4th of July.
What?
Well, yeah. Please ask your cast for a hairdresser.
I'll be getting my hair done at that point.
See, my barbers are saying that they're opening, but they're not doing beards. And it's like, that's the one thing I need you for. And you're not doing it.
Number 4.
To be fair, him doing your beard would make him like less prone to being affected than someone doing my hair. They're closer to me when doing my hair than doing your beard.
Yeah, but they're behind. The thing is that someone doing your hair is more likely to be behind you, whereas someone doing my beard is more likely to be in front of me.
That's a normal Saturday night for Martin, though.
Or someone being behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
I'm just a bit concerned. I
think Martin's definitely a bottom. Like.
What? Okay.
I'm a bit concerned with this lockdown because the longer this lockdown is going on, the more that dreadlocks are actually seeming like a good idea.
Honestly, I've done nothing but moan about the fact that I look like something that's fallen out of the 90s. I'm just so... And you know me. How many years has my hair been short for?
Yeah.
How long does it... Your hair just... It's like your beard. It's almost like you just hold onto your nose and blow very hard and your beard just goes... It's like... I remember you shaved your beard off completely on it was like a Saturday. You posted a look, I've shaved, completely clean shaven by the show on Tuesday. Full beard. I'm like, what the hell?
I literally couldn't imagine Mark without a beard.
No,
this is like nearly a month's worth of growth.
Go on our YouTube channel and go back to May last year.
Yeah.
And you'll see Mark without a beard.
Really?
Little boy.
Yeah, but then the week after...
Full beard.
It's there. Full beard.
It's the Homer Simpson.
Yeah. Matt says you look like Liam Gallagher's oversized cousin. That's...
Brilliant. I'm back just in time for Manscaped UK.
You see, I'm all right. I can do my own bollocks. I just no good at...
Yeah, we can see those.
Actually, you remember Dennis that was on here from Lagoons?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He does his own. He also has a very nice ginger beard, like you, Cass. He does his own, like...
beard wax.
No, like beard balm.
So why did he send it to you?
Yeah.
When I think it was like 2 months ago, he would just put it in my pocket when we said goodbye. I was like...
Creepy.
Why? So no, just to try it. Okay.
Back, sack, and crack is the next feature, says Diddy.
See, yeah. I've not got a hairy back.
Back, sack, crack.
My back
I did that the wrong way
around.
So
we're not waxing that.
Back, sack, crack.
Back, crack, sack.
Okay. And there we go.
Right. See you Friday.
Yeah.
And what did they say? And on that bombshell, we will see you on Friday. Adios, motherfuckers.
Bye.
And it still comes out of my fucking speakers.
Did you hear it?
I have now.
VTUK.